look into calendar management also, because after the class, I felt there are other things I need to treat on calendar management, so that even if you end your class here with us after the 2 weeks, you'll be able to set up your profile that you can do travel management, email management, and calendar management. That's the basics of being a virtual assistant. Then with time, you can improve yourself on using other tools. So we are going to start now. It's 5 minutes past 8. Who is in group 3 and is willing to share their screen? You can raise your hands. What about group 4? Oh, nobody. But someone told me that they're willing to present. Who is that? I'll have to check. Casey. Okay, I think I'll continue with what I have today. But if you don't practice, if you just like you're learning how to drive a car by watching YouTube without trying, if you don't practice, you can't do all these things. You cannot learn how to what will I say? You cannot learn how to I've said about car. What again? Can you learn how to cook by just watching? You may think you've learned, but if you don't on the gas and do it yourself, you may not get the results. You may not see how much you've learned. Just like baking, you have to do the proper baking for you to have the confidence that you've baked. So when activities are given, you try as much as possible to try your hands on it. Make out time to try your hands on it. That is how you learn in a virtual class. When activity is given, you take all seriousness and you learn from these activities. So now I'm going to share my screen, because when I threw the question in the group and nobody answered me, I knew that I'm on my own. I have to develop a PowerPoint as soon as possible and talk about travel management in this class. But if you're ready, maybe you're just coming in, if you're willing to share your screen and talk about travel management, I'll be glad to give you the floor. Anybody? Okay, I'll go ahead to share my screen. So today we'll be looking into travel management. Then if we still have time, we'll look at calendar management. We'll still look at certain things under calendar management that I've not talked about. So travel management. So like you all know, my name is Maureen Okoye, and we'll be talking about travel management today. So as a virtual assistant, that want to work with people outside of your country, what you should be able to do. One of the requirements for you to get booked out is for you to have the ability to do travel management. As a virtual assistant who is very serious, you have to know how to do travel management. So what is travel management? Travel management refers to the process of overseeing a client's travel, coordinating all aspects of the business or holiday travel, which includes planning, booking, and supporting employees' travel needs, as well as managing travel expenses. So it's just like telling your clients, give me the stress and concentrate on your major job. Give me that stress, I'll take care of it. What you have to do is just be there at the meeting, concentrate on the agenda of your meeting. Every other stress surrounding this travel, pay me for it and I'll handle it. So that is your job. So what is your first step towards travel management? Like I said in the other class, the first thing you have to do is to gather relevant details. If you're unable to know the details of the travel, you're not able to manage it. So you have to get to know your clients and list of their preferences so there won't be conflict. You understand what you're doing. After managing the travel or holiday, they're happy, you're happy, everybody is happy. So what do you do? Number one, list of valid documents. Your client should be able to give you list of their valid documents. Ask them to send you a copy of passport. Then you file it. You organize your files. If you have different clients, they should have different files. Ask them to send you a copy of their passport. Then valid visas, both old and new visas, file it. List of ID. Why? Because you'll be needing their ID when you're booking or booking for flight or hotel, any booking, you may be asked to put in their ID number. So you need to have it handy. It's not when they ask you, start calling them. So remember, what should be in your head at all times is that you're relieving stress from your clients. That's why they are paying you. So calling them often and on, I need this, is just like you're presenting yourself to be incompetent. Then you have to also know what airlines they prefer to fly with. When someone is paying you to be a virtual assistant, they are majorly CEOs or very busy people, and they have the money to have a particular airline they prefer. So you have to note this airline, note if they like to fly first class, business, or economy. Then know their preferred hotels. So these people may have particular hotel they like lodging into, and they must have had some discounts due to being a regular customer. So ask them about that. Also for the airlines, if they are regular customers for the airlines, they may have discounts, or what will I call it now? Like if you buy something from a supermarket, you keep buying, they have this card they give you that when you want to buy next time, it becomes cheaper for you. So if they are regular customers to these airlines or hotels, you should have that information. So what activities they like if you're booking a travel for um someone that wants to go on holiday, you should know what activities they like I had this customer who wanted to come to the UK for summer with her children. So she wanted to stay in the northern part of England. She wanted accommodation, the flights. Why northern part of England? This time around, she wanted to spend a little money. You should know these details. Why do they want this particular part? Who and who they are traveling with? Do they want Airbnb? Do they want hotel? Do they want shared accommodation? So all these things, and what activities. So she was like, I want also, why the northern part of England is because I would want us to check out some ancient places. So all these details, you will need it. What activities they want? What do they have in mind? Like this woman that wanted like check out ancient architectural displays in the northern part of England. If I take her to somewhere she doesn't want, or book something she doesn't want, um, there may be conflict. She may not have the best experience that she wished for her children and herself. So gathering the relevant details is very important to travel management. You also need to know their allergies, if they have any allergies. That some people people that are allergic to nuts, fish, you're supposed to have that information, because when you're booking for restaurants, most people traveling do not want to cook their meals. They want to taste, like, explore. So you should know the allergies when you're booking a restaurant for them. You should be able to tell the people in the restaurant, these are their allergies. Then cuisines, what kind of food do they like? Do they like spicy food? Do they like Italian? So you should know what kind of food that your clients enjoy, so that you have these details and book the right things for them. So these are the first step. First step, gather the relevant information. When you gather the relevant information, every other step will be easier for you, because you don't have to be doing phoning them on and off to get this information from them. Then second step, the second step is research. When you want to travel, even if you're doing it for yourself, you have to research. Research can give you cost-effective options. Research can help you can prevent you from making costly mistakes. Research can save you a lot of stress. So you have to, with these details you've gathered, you have to research. So you have to check the flights. How are you going to check this flight? There are tools. You know the importance of this thing. Anybody can come up and tell you the steps, but now, what are you going to use to make your job easy? What are you going to use to make your job easy? Just like we saw World Time Body will give you different time for different time zones. You will just see it there and know what you're doing. So now, Sky Scanner. When you want to book flights, you can use Skyscanner. It's just like a general website whereby different airlines put in their rates and where they are traveling to and all that. You can check it from Skyscanner. You can check it from Google Flights. You can check it from Kayak or Expedia. But personally, I prefer using Skyscanner, because Skyscanner will is number one, user friendly. You can there are filters, you can filter a lot of things. And also, um I will add that after checking this flight, you've seen the cheaper one, you've seen, based on the details you've gathered from your clients, you'll be able to know if there if there's if you're booking economy, business, or first class, which airline. From Skyscanner, Google Flight, you can find that airline. Kayak, a lot of people like using Kayak too. You can find it out from this general website. Then it is very important that you go to that airline's website to book. Why? In case in the future you want refund, or you want to cancel, or there's an issue, you this other website will not be a third party. You will not, it's just like speaking to a middleman, and the middleman is speaking to you'll be speaking directly to these airlines. So this Skyscanner, Google Flights, Kayak, Expedia is just to make it easy for you to find um, something that you want to work with, easier, cheaper rates, the airline. So when you want to book, do the actual booking, you go to the website and do the actual booking. In case if you encounter any problem in the future, you can be talking one-on-one with these people. So also the same with hotels. I've already been mentioning booking.com all this while in this class. When you want to book hotels, there was a time I opened this booking.com. I wanted to check for a venue for a party, if you can remember. So booking.com is just like this Skyscanner, Google Flight. It's like an encompassing website where you check hotels. The same thing with TripAdvisor, Airbnb. So why are you going to these places first? Why not just, you know that your client likes Hilton Hotel? Why not just go to Hilton Hotel? Um, Probably your clients may have given you Hilton, Marriott, different hotel they like staying in. So the best thing to do is go to booking.com, check this hotel, check this rooms. The beauty of this website is that you will get to see genuine reviews from people, because when you go to this hotel or airline website, definitely they are going to make their things to look nice so that customers will keep patronizing. But when you go to this third party website, you'll be able to get reviews that are genuine, how they feel. And sometimes when someone this house agent, the same thing with hotel, they'll take a photograph of the room to look big and beautiful, but when you look at the reviews, you're going to look at the pictures to know if the rooms is what you want to book for your clients based on what they told you. You're getting the real reviews. It's just like I'm deviating. It's just like trying to buy a cloth from Shane or Jumia. First of all, the best practice is to look at people's review. Look at the picture of that product, because it may start to avoid what I ordered versus what I bought. So going to this third party website will give you real time, will give you real reviews. Then especially this Trip Advisor, you will get the real reviews. Then you go to the website, the hotel you've actually chosen, and you book to avoid that third party communication. Hope I'm communicating.
Yes.
Okay. So um the third step, is this is tiny. I don't know how you, is it bold enough in your,
It's okay in mine.
okay, it's okay in yours. Okay.
Sorry, my heart is on it.
It's okay, mine too.
Okay. Okay, let's continue then. Then the third okay, we are still on the second step. We've talked about the first thing to do is to gather information. Without information, you're not doing anything. You don't know what you're doing. The second step is you check flights. Where do you check these flights? You can use Skyscanner, Google Flights, Kayak, or Expedia. You check for hotels. How do you check these hotels? So that you don't stress yourself too much. You just go to booking.com, put in the name, and you see the hotels, you see the room, you make the choice, and also you see the reviews. Then you go back. This Airbnb is for people that want to rent an apartment that is not a hotel. You check all these things, check the review, because you wouldn't want to see a certain type of thing. Upon reaching there, your client is seeing another thing. So you check the reviews. Remember, you're trying to give that competent virtual assistant vibe. And how do you do that? By knowing your onion, knowing what you're supposed to do at all times. Then the next step is you check the restaurants. So as you're checking the flights, you already have the flights, you put that down. You're storing the information, the hotel, you put that down. Then the restaurants. When your client travel, they may they always prefer to eat out. It's just few clients that want to cook their food. They'll always prefer to eat out. So in the US, if your client is in the US, you can use Yelp to check for restaurants. You can use Zomato to check for restaurants. You you just have to, it's just like these restaurants are in a big marketplace saying book me, book me, we are this, we are that, we are this. So this Yelp, Zomato, Sky Scanner, booking.com, that big market where they try to get customers like you. So now for Europe or Asia, you use TripAdvisor. So when you want to get information. When you want to get information about topmost restaurants, the newest restaurants in town, you can check Treelist or Ita. It's just like a blog. You can check them. They keep updating what is the newest restaurant, the topmost restaurants, all these reviews. Then you can check there. Once you get what you want from Yelp, you can go and check that name to see what people are saying about it, or you can check from Treelist or Ita to find the newest restaurant because you want your client to have the utmost experience when they reach their destination. So another thing, you have to check activities. Remember, you've discussed these activities with your clients. Your client must have told you, yes, I want to go scuba diving or whatever adrenaline rush. But some of your clients that are maybe older may want something quiet, like maybe um, nature or museum or whatever. So you have to check what they would want to do to spend time. Like this woman that wanted she and her children to see the ancient part of ancient architectural displays in northern part of England. I had to make a list of what they want. And how did I do that? You use TripAdvisor. When you use TripAdvisor, you put your location, it brings beautiful ideas out, then you choose what you want for your client. And you will make a list of maybe up to 5, because it's not just what you want. Your client will also make a choice of where they want to go to. Maybe 5, 6, up to 10. They will make a choice of where they want to go to based on costs. Then car renters. Of course, when they land from the airport, they're not going to walk to their hotel. There should be either Uber or any car that any driver waiting for them. So you're going to use some places don't have Uber. So you're going to also check kayak, herds, then transfero or black lane. So there's no how you check all these things, you will not find drivers for your clients from the airport to their hotel, or maybe within the city. You can get people driver from Hertz from the airport to the hotel. Then from Transfero, you can get driver to drive them around the city. Hope this is interesting. Or are you asleep?
Yes,
Okay.
we are
So
listening.
Yeah, I just said that.
so the best. Okay, thank you. So the best thing to know from what I've said so far, the best thing to know is these tools. These tools. So hope you're taking note of them. What if I'm in this stage, what am I supposed to do? Because these tools will make your job very easy. We make your job as a virtual assistant doing travel management very easy. Then the next slide, the next and the last slide. When you've gathered all this, you've completed your research. When you've completed your research, the last step is to now create the itinerary. How do you create this itinerary? You use either Google Sheets or Notion to do the itinerary. So I've been using Google Sheets. To create itinerary, but you can still make it easy for you. You know, each day there are new tools that come out. There are a lot of problems to solve. So people keep inventing tools to make people's job easy. So if you use Planner Trip, what you have to do is to edit, put those things you found out. You want this restaurant, you want this flight, you want that, you want that. It can take you 1 week to create itinerary. So when you do that, You cross-check it. You can export it to PDF. You cross-check it with your clients, and make sure to transfer it to their calendar. And when you're transferring to their calendar, make sure you check the time zones. Very important. Because if your client is traveling from, that 4 time zones in America. If they're traveling from one place to another, maybe when they will reach there, it's already night, and you keep their time zones. You don't want to stress your clients. So you want to be very efficient in your job. When you're transferring all these things to their calendar, make sure to check time zones. What again? So that is that for the meantime, for travel management. Then how do I show you? Okay, I'll try to show you. Okay, but you understand what I mean by these websites on the screen being all encompassing, showing different airlines or showing different hotels. You understand? Just like Jumia showing different people selling different products. You want to buy pots from Jumia, you see different types of pots from different sellers. Hope you understand what I mean by this website being all encompassing.
Yes.
Okay. Then Yelp, the same with Yelp, Zomato, TripAdvisor. But if you would want, I can show you how TripAdvisor looks like. Entire screen. So I'm showing my entire screen. You have to cooperate and tell me what you're seeing. What are you seeing now? Are you seeing me typing?
Yes, you're typing
Yes.
TripAdvisor.
Okay, thank God. Thank God it's cooperating. So TripAdvisor. So plan your trip. So where do you want to go? See popular destinations. You can see now. I'm going to type, where do I want to go? Let me say I want to go
Bath.
to
Bath. Let's go to
where?
Bath. Bath.
Where?
The,
Spell.
the fourth one after Rome.
Okay, Bath.
BATH.
Okay.
Yes.
So which day are we going there? Month. Which day? This August. So
23rd.
we are leaving on the 3rd.
23rd of August.
Okay, I
I'm
thought
in a
we are
hurry.
we'll be leaving tomorrow. Thought we'll be leaving tomorrow. So when are we coming back? Are we actually coming back? Or we'll not tell them
Yes,
by
we're
the
Come back,
coming
come
back.
find you. We're not coming back. You
Let's
leave
make
me
it
there.
one.
Eh? So this one and this one. Okay, sorry. 23rd. I'm actually looking for trip length. During what month? August. Date. Are you traveling with pets? Are you traveling? No. Are we traveling with friends or partner or family? We are going with our family. Are you traveling with children? Yes. Are you traveling with pets? No. So we'll move next. How do you want to spend your time? Adventure and sports. Adventure and
I
sports.
thought it's wine and beer. Oh.
Where is wine and beer? I can't find it. Okay, wine and beer.
It's just behind.
So, wine and beer. Okay. Do we have any other? Do we want to go shopping? Yes, we want to go shopping. Then submit. So Bath is a great choice. They are gathering information for me on what I can do in Bath. So now you can see places to stay. Now they've shown me where I can stay. I can check. This is £144 per night. This is £640 per night.
You can't see the screen, no.
You can't see the
I
screen.
can see it though.
Maybe it's
I can
network.
see
I
it.
can.
Okay,
I can.
maybe it's
I can
network.
see.
Restart, you'll see it. So I'm going to, of course, naturally, I'm going to check this one, and they have 3,032 review for Apex City of Bath Hotel. Then this one has lesser review. This one has review. So how do we check what people are saying? I like checking review. I can spend time, jump to all review. So excellent. You can see excellence has more, very good, average, so poor and terrible. So, but I want to read. So you can check this review here. Good morning, thank you for. Then after the reviews, you're collecting, do I want this or not? Actually, when I'm checking for reviews, I'm actually looking for that bad thing someone will say about this thing. There are people that like saying, I want to see the bad thing. Then I will check within me, is this appropriate or should I go ahead? So I think Bath has a good review. And
I saw the one that said the aircon was not working. Oh. Just go up, you see it.
the aircon was not working. I didn't see it. If I see such a thing, I will definitely not book it.
Just
Where
scroll
did you
down,
see
you
it?
see it. Just go down, you see it.
The aircon was not working.
Yes, just keep going, you see it. See it now. Olivia M.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've
Okay,
seen it.
Olivia M. Okay, lovely stay and swim path from the aircon wasn't working well. It was working,
Yes.
but it was not giving her that
So
whatever
giving
that
her
we got.
Nigeria feelings.
Yes, it was giving her the Nigerian feeling. Aircon will be on, but you're still feeling hot. So that is it. That is it. If I see such a thing, depending anyway, it's not even depending. If I see such a thing, I may not want to book this for my clients. I may not want to book this for my clients. So this is it for where I want to stay day one. So if I want, I can save the itinerary. So you can see you've chosen the city. You based on your filters and what you've chosen, they'll bring out places for you to choose. So that is TripAdvisor. You check the reviews, then you go to the website. If I want to book Apex now, I will click on this and it takes me to their website. I'll find where to click and it takes me to the website and I continue. You see, it's easy than going on Google and browsing to find. You just go to this all-encompassing type of website and you do your booking. So where's my meeting? I'm looking for you people. What can you see now? Okay.
Your browser.
My browser.
We're still seeing your brother.
You're seeing everything I'm doing, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I've seen you people. I'm back. So the same thing with Yelp, the same thing with Zamoto, the same thing with all of them. So I will try. I will stop sharing. So we don't have much time, so I'm trying to keep to the time. I would have loved to taught you how to put the itinerary in Google Sheet or Klarna trips. Or Klarna trips. So, but we don't have that much time. I want to show you the Google Calendar. So now we'll go to the Google Calendar and I'll say certain things about it. Sorry, I'm sharing the whiteboard. So what can you see now? My browser, yeah? Can you see my Google Calendar?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now.
Yes. Yes.
A lot of clients like to use Google Calendar. So I use Google Calendar. You're supposed to know Google Calendar and Outlook, these two. Then you should know how to sync them on Calendly or Acuity. So, but first, this is the major one, Google Calendar. So what am I trying to do? I will show you. I wrote it down somewhere. I will show you. Oh, it's not. I can't access it now. But I want to show you how to create the time, what time. I want to show you how to create. You can see my cursor to change time zone. Then how to uh, um how to share your calendar. If you're a virtual assistant and someone wants to share their calendar and they don't know how to do it, you can explain what the person is supposed to do. Then let's get started. You can create different calendars. Like, let me remove this one now. Remove this calendar because I'm going to recreate it. That's why I removed it. So now this is create. You go to create, you have events, tasks, and appointment schedule. If you want to create an event, you go here. When you want to create an event, you don't just, you can write the title here, but it's wise for you to open it up to have, the other one was a preview. When you open it up, you have this place where you can play around. So I want to create the meeting link. This is just a class. I usually create meeting link in Google and Microsoft Calendar. So the title will be virtual assistant meeting link. Meeting, just meeting, not meeting link, just meeting. So the time we'll be having the meeting, let me say Saturday. Then the time is 8 o'clock, our usual time, 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Then if it's on a different time zone, this is where, but I'm coming back. I'll come back to this place. Let's just do this one. Then if you have synced your Zoom to your calendar, this Google Meet, this blue part will be up, your Zoom will be down. So you should be having Google Meet and Zoom icon here. But because Zoom was not synced to this calendar, you're just seeing Google Meet video conferencing here, meaning that I cannot send out Zoom link automatically from here. So now, if you have a client, okay, having said that, now we'll come back to this place. You see how it is now? I have Maureen Okoye here. I have my notification 30 minutes. I just changed to virtual assistant meeting and I explained this Google Meet. Now I only have Google Meet here. I did not save it. So I did not create anything because I did not save it. So now what am I going to do now? I'm going to create an extra calendar. Now we have two calendars here, Maureen Okoye and Zenith Brainfield IELTS class. But now we are going to create an extra calendar where things about my training I'll be putting, or maybe okay, about this training, I'll just be creating it on that calendar. I'm going to create an extra calendar. So we are going back. What am I doing? Discard. So I'm back. So how do I create calendar? I'll go to my calendar. You can see what I'm doing, right?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Okay. You go to my calendar. When you go to my calendar, you go to other calendars, then you can see create new calendar. Create new calendar, you go there. Then this place will come out. Once it comes out, I'm going to name that calendar. I'll ZTech training. ZTech training in West African Standard Time. Then I'm going to create the calendar. Calendar creation in progress. So it has created ZTech training successfully created. So I'm going back. Of course, I now have a new calendar. So you can find it here. It's orange in color. Now I have this calendar. So I'm going to create an event for this. Do you know why I created this calendar now? Why I created this calendar is to show you how I can manage my calendar and alongside my client's calendar in this Google Calendar. So if I'm to create an event now, I told you we'll be back. If I'm to create an event now, the best practice is to open it up. When you open it up, and I want to create an event, which is, okay, let me say, meeting with students. Then I want to create it. Your client said, create a meeting with this my student. Of course, you're not going to say meeting with students. Maybe you say meeting with the name of that student. They gave you the student's name and they gave you the email address that you're going to use to create that meeting. So what you're going to do is meeting with students, ZTech. Guys, the ZTech now is your client's calendar. So when this student is receiving it, they're receiving it on behalf they're receiving it from your client, not you, because now you've already put your client's calendar and not your own. My own is Maureen. Now this is my client, ZTech training. Then I'm going to add guests. Remember, they gave me the student number. Let me say the student is Maureen.ZTech. This is the student. I've added this student. Hope you're seeing what I'm doing.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't see it.
I added an email address. Wait, I'll clean it now. Maureen, that another of my email, Maureen.
Okay.
.ztech. So I'm using it as just like the email that was given to me by my client to invite somebody to a meeting. So I added it and then I'm going to save. If I save it, okay. So I'm going to send it. If I don't, Okay, let me send it. Send, because it's still my email. So you can see meeting with clients is in orange because this my calendar here is in orange. Do
Okay.
you understand? Yes. Then
Yes.
if I want to edit this thing now, sorry. If I want to edit this thing, maybe there's something to be edited in this thing now. What I'm going to do is to go to my editing pen and I'll open it. When I open it, maybe the client said, no, we've changed the time to, it's no longer 9 to 10. We are going to make it 10 to 11. We shifted it. Can you change it? I'll say no problem. No problem. You see, I've just made that changes here. I've edited the calendar. So
Yes.
Yes.
if I now save it, I don't want to send it, because if I send it, these students will keep receiving the notification. I just want these students to, when they click, they already know the time, they've discussed this thing. When they click, they are coming in by 10. So I will just say, don't send. Don't send. Now, you see this thing, and this orange has moved from here to here. It was here. Did you see what happened? So it
Yes.
moved to 10 instead of,
Yes.
yes. So now, how do we now create a meeting with somebody in a different time zone? How do we now create that meeting? So we'll go to quickly, because we have 9 minutes more. I will go to settings. Okay, now you know this thing, you can have different views. Now we are on weekly view. We can change it to month. See my month's view. So I have this now on the 15th, one pending task. So I still have meeting on the 10th. You understand? So I had meeting on the 8th, on 13th. So this is monthly view. If you want yearly view, you can have that depending on what you want to be seeing. This is calendar. Then if you want 4 days, you can have it. This is 4 days view. So 15, 16, 17, 18 is showing. So you can always change it. Then now we'll have to go and book a meeting with somebody in a different time zone. So first of all, I'll go to settings. So this will come out, and you can see time zone here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Apart from time zone, we can see time zone here again, because it's when this thing is just like language is the first one. It's just like you wrote a project, you have to write the, what's it called,
Table of contents, I'll be index.
exactly, table of content. So this one is language and region, which is here. Time zone, if I click it, time zone will come up. So now time zone, my primary time zone now is in West African Standard Time, because I put it like that, West African Standard Time. So if I want to swap this thing now, my client is in, which country will I say now that has different time zone? US or maybe Australia. Australia is too far. Let's do US. Let's say my client is in New York. So I'm going to do Control F. Control F is fine. Instead of going through and taking time, I will say New York. It will take me to New York. This is New York, which is Eastern time. Instant time. So now, okay, I have New York down here. So I'm going to change this secondary. Hope I'm not confusing you, to West African time. West African Standard Time, Lagos. So now, New York is my primary time zone. West African is now my secondary time zone. But if I want to swap it, I can just come here. Swap time zone. I've swapped it. Did you see what I did?
No,
Am I yellow?
no, no.
Okay, I'll swap it again. West African Standard Time is here. New York is in the
Okay.
secondary. West African Standard
Yeah.
Time is in the primary. New York is in the secondary. Then I came to this arrow, up and down arrow, and I swapped it. Now New York is on top. It's now my primary time zone. So I
Okay.
will now go back. Do you know why it's primary time zone? I'll show you.
Please, I'm not seeing your screen, Mommy.
You're not seeing it at all.
Yes.
Now it's telling me to change time to okay. It's still the same thing. Okay. Are you seeing it now?
No.
I can. My own is frozen.
Your own is
Yes.
frozen.
That is frozen.
Yes.
It's not moving.
Why? My internet access is fine. Who else can't see the screen? Can you see it now? I'll try to do something. Can you see the events interface now?
No. I'm not seeing anything.
Okay, I'll have to restart. I think this should be network issue. So share screen. Where's my calendar? Can you see the calendar now?
No. No.
No.
No.
No. No.
Oh, okay. But it was working fine before, right?
Yes, it was working perfectly fine.
Yes.
It was showing, but then it was frozen.
When you start seeing it, you let me know.
Okay.
Is it out?
No.
No.
I think I'll try
No.
to. I'll use another browser. I'll try another browser. So I'll try to log in my calendar here. No, I have to change my email. Okay, I've changed my email Google Calendar. So now I'll try to share Chrome. Can you see the Chrome?
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
It wasn't a matter of browser. Okay, I will try to take out my video, my camera to know if the network will be fine. Stop sharing, then reshare. Is it back?
No, not yet. Not yet.
Don't know what else to do. I can't leave the meeting. Okay. Okay, hold on. I will leave the meeting and come back. Let's see if it will work. If I leave the meeting, the video stops recording. Leave. I'm back. So I will share my screen again to know if it will help. Entire screen. Can you see the screen now?
No.
Yes.
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 Okay. So this is it. What was I even saying? Have I shown how to edit it? Yes. Then, okay, time zone. I was talking about time zone. Now, we changed our primary time zone to New York, remember? Then secondary to
No,
West
please.
Africa. Huh?
I can't still see your screen.
But can others still see the screen?
Yes, I can see the screen.
Okay, why not do like I did, leave and come back? I think this is network issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So that means okay, do you know what? We'll redo this because it's showing the same thing here. So time zone settings, you go to settings. Oh, time zone will have this West Africa. I'll change it to New York. So Control F, so I don't waste my time. New York. New York is a secondary, but I want to make it primary, so I swap. Now that I've swapped, I'll go back. Okay. No. So now what time are we in? We are 9, it's 9 o'clock, 3 minutes past 9. And in New York, now you can see the primary one is before the calendar, while the secondary, which is my own time, is now behind. So the primary is 4 p.m. in New York now, whereas we are in 9 p.m. So if you want to create a meeting with and remember now, because we created a meeting, because I've made this in primary time zone, the meeting with the student, which was supposed to be 11 to 10, is now 5 to 6, because now I'm in New York. So this thing is now showing me that I'm supposed to enter the meeting by 5, and instead of 11. So the guy will be entering the meeting by 11, while myself, I'll be entering the same meeting by 5, because it's my primary time zone. You understand what I just said?
Yes.
So we'll now meet in the meeting, but his own time is different from my own time. But why did I change it to? Because we are assuming I travel to New York, and that's why I made it my primary time zone. So everything has shifted. Do you understand me?
Please,
Yes.
how did you use the primary time zone?
You go to settings. You you go to settings. When you go to settings, you see time zone. The it's written here primary time zone is New York, because now we are assuming I'm in New York. Why secondary time zone is let's keep it at United Kingdom. It's the same thing with this West Africa when we are in summer. So is this the secondary is now United Kingdom. Why primary time zone is New York. So as if I go back to my calendar, this time, you remember we booked this meeting 10 to 11, I'll be 11 to 10 to 11. So this, yes, 10 to 11. Now, because I've made New York, I've traveled to New York now, and I still have this meeting to attend with these students. I've changed my time zone. So definitely I'm logging into this meeting by 5. Why my student is logging in by 10. And we'll meet in this meeting link. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, I do understand. Yes.
Okay. So now we are going to how did this word time come out here? This word time clock come out here because I fixed it there. If I want to remove it, how do I go to remove it? I'll still go back to the same setting, and you can see word clock. I'll go to my word clock. So I want to remove Halifax and Argentina. We put it, was it 2 days ago? So I want to add, what should we add? Let's add,
Singapore.
Singapore. So I did Control F, Singapore Standard Time. See Singapore. I'll add another one. I'll add, maybe let's add, we've added one Asian, Africa, America. We'll add, we again, let's add Europe, right? Which European country now? Let's put the same thing. Let me just put United Kingdom. So United Kingdom has come out here. What am I even doing? So I'll just put my United Kingdom.
Sorry to stupid, but I need help.
What? Let me just put England since it's not showing. Wait. I think we don't have this United Kingdom, this search. It's being called another thing. So I'm going to do, what is there? United Kingdom. So it should be showing here. So since I can't find it now, I don't know why, I'm going to just fix New Zealand there. So now we'll go to word clock to see what happens there. So New Zealand and New York are in the afternoon. Singapore and Nigerian time are in night period. So this is it. So I want to show you how to book a meeting between someone in a different time zone. So what do? I'll go to my time zone and change it to how it should be. You remember I put New York instead of my normal time. So I've swapped it. I've made it normal like it's supposed to be. So now the time is 10 to 11 p.m. on 15th. 10 to 11 p.m. on 15th, instead of 5 to 6 p.m. So now I'm going to create a meeting. I'm going to create a meeting in a different time zone. So business meeting. My client has asked me to create a meeting, business meeting. So I'm going to do time zone. Time zone. I'll change the time zone because I want it to be showing in that time zone, in my client's contact time zone. So the contact is in so easier way to do it is to do Control F. The client is in, let's say, Tokyo, not Tokyo, China. Let's say China Standard Time. So let's take this one. Okay. Now this is the meeting, 9:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Let's do it 8 on the 17th. On 17th. So now, do I want this meeting? Maybe this meeting usually, okay, let me create this one, then I'll come back to what I want to say. So on the 17th, business meeting, 1 to 2 p.m. Do you remember the time we fixed there? $8. It was 8:00. Am I talking to myself?
No.
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 Okay. Yes, it was 8:00. What I put there was 8:00. But because I chose the time zone to be in China time, it's showing 1 to 2 p.m. Do you understand? Meaning that's if I
Yes.
send, that person is going to log into this meeting by 1 to 2 p.m. But me, I've known that I'm entering this. Let's recreate it for you to understand what I mean. So now they have meeting, business meeting on the 17th. Let's say 9:00. Let's leave it at 9:00. Remember the time, 9 to 10 on 17. So we chose the time to be China time. So I had to go down to find China. Okay, so I saved it. It's now showing 2 to 3 because now instead of 8:00, I did 9:00. So that means the clients will enter this meeting by 2 to 3 p.m. in their time. Then if I want this meeting to keep duplicating, maybe they usually have meeting on Saturdays. What do? I'll go to this meeting now. Okay. Go to this meeting. Not all day. So weekly on Saturday. Can you see it now? I can choose weekly on Saturday, every Saturday. Or I can say they'll be having the meeting on Thursdays and Saturdays. So I'm going to custom it. Thursday and Saturday. Repeat. So how long do I want this to go on? They say end, never. No, it's going to end after all. So I want it to go on November till September, not November. November is so far. September till, let's say, 14. They will be having their last meeting on the 14th of November. Weekly. Repeat every week. Repeat every 1 week. If I want it bi-weekly, I'll just say repeat 2 weeks. That means our meeting is bi-weekly, but I want it every 1 week. So I don't need to every day I'll go and create, link. Do you understand? I can just do it this way. Done. Then I'll check in my calendar. Did I just discard it? I think I didn't save it. So I custom it to Thursday and Saturdays on till September 14th. Done. Then I didn't save it, that's why. So save. Now you can see it now. So every Thursday and Saturday till every Thursday and Saturday, every Thursday and Saturday. So you can see the meeting now in every Thursday and Saturday. Can you see it? 2:30 p.m., 2:30 p.m., 2:30 p.m., 2:30 every Thursday and Saturday. They have this meeting. So that is how to make meetings, recurring meetings. Can you still see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So that's easy. That's easy. So I will delete it from because I've so now you know how to edit calendar, edit a link. If you don't want the person to know that you edited it, you can do that without sending it out.